Okay, guys, I wanted to share this article real quick on spot Bitcoin ETFs and kind of how these ETFs are going to really help with the adoption of crypto. So obviously, I'm going to leave this article in the comments or in the description if you want to read through this. But as it mentions in this first paragraph, is more and more hedge funds are um, doing their applications, it's becoming extremely obvious that this is going to be not an if these applications are going to be approved, but it's more like a when this is going to happen. And it kind of goes through and explains, kind of really likely BlackRock is going to be the one that's going to be approved first, just because they're kind of leading the way and kind of making sure there's transparency, kind of helping with the transparency of not only the trading, what's happening in their proposal to the SEC, but also obviously transparency as far as customers involved. So, anyways, you can read through this a lot, but if we come down here to the very towards the end of this article here, um, that basically it's towards the end of the article. I'm not seeing it here, but what's really neat to see is because it's looking like this is going to get approved. That actually there's also ETF applications for Ethereum as well. So when we think about what Bitcoin is doing with the what EasyBot is doing with the Bitcoin Ethereum pairs, we're basically trading, and our focus is trading and stacking Bitcoin, but we're also holding Ethereum a lot of times. So when we see these Bitcoin ETFs being approved along with the Ethereum ETFs being approved shortly after that, it's going to be really exciting to think about. Okay, guys, so yeah, don't miss this opportunity. There's a lot of people out there that believe that this is going to be one of our last chances to see Bitcoin at this lower price. As you see, Bitcoin is not really dropping. Now there are people out there that believe that it's going to drop down before we really go into a bull run. I'm not so sure if I'm sold on that, because I think that there's enough people paying attention to the Bitcoin halving that's coming up, and when you top that off along with these you know Bitcoin spot ETF applications that these huge hedge funds are applying for in droves, guys. It's not just one or two of them. I mean, there's a whole list of them. If you go Google all the hedge funds that are trying to move in to this space and trying to bring their clients into crypto in a easier way, right? It'll be managed, and so it's going to be easier for the average person to get involved with crypto. A lot of people just don't want to step into it uh, by themselves, which is understandable. I mean, it's a whole different space. There's quite a bit to learn. Um, so when that's being managed by hedge funds, and when these applications, when you do some research on what an ETF is, this is basically going to allow the BlackRocks of the world, Fidelity, and the list goes on, to put people's 401ks into Bitcoin, into Ethereum, if those ETF applications get approved as well. So, obviously we're talking about the potential of huge money flowing into Bitcoin and Ethereum over the next few years. So, you know, don't miss this wave. Get in and be patient. That's the thing. I see a lot of people want to get into crypto for 6 months or a year, and then they want to be millionaires, and it's just not the way it works. You got to have some patience with it, and you got to wait for these big things to happen. But again, we're seeing a lot of evidence, a lot of signs, anyways, to what the next couple of years is going to be like. I mean, we see some pretty incredible predictions for what Bitcoin could be by 2025. I've seen anywhere from 175,000 to 500,000 per Bitcoin expectation for 2025. So, the people that miss out on the big investment opportunities, when you look over, things that are out there, things that you've seen, companies that you wish you would have invested in back in the day, you know, it's easy to beat yourself up for missing those. But with crypto, there's a whole lot pointing to a pretty considerable move, that we can take a ride on this wave. So again, nothing's guaranteed. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm just kind of, trying to scream from the mountaintops, try to get people to take a serious look at what's happening in the crypto world. Do your own research. Do your own Googling. Go and read your own articles on what's going on, and the kind of the general consensus that's out there. But the consensus is we're going to see some pretty incredible things happen here in crypto over the next few years. So be a part of it, and if you don't want to learn to trade it yourself, or if the idea of just buying and holding is not that exciting, well, that's where EasyBot comes into play for us, to be able to kind of compound our earnings as we go into the, riding this wave. It's going to be really exciting. So I'm going to add this video to playlist, but I've created a whole EasyBot playlist. Not only is it EasyBot, but I'm going to continue to create articles and content like this just for the, general education of what's going on in the crypto industry, and try to keep you guys informed as much as I can. All right, guys, I appreciate it. We'll see you in the next video.